Good morning, grade 7. So, welcome to the unit 3 of our art subject. So, for today, we will going to discuss about the arts and crafts from Muslim Mindanao. So, we're done in Luzon, then Visayas, and now we are in Mindanao. And now we are focusing on the Muslim part of the Mindanao section. So, let's see. So the arts and the crafts of Muslim Mindanao. So Mindanao is the second biggest island of the Philippines and also the largest part where the Muslim culture is observed. So the Muslims were known for their strong resistance against the Spanish rule. So nung nasakop tayo ng mga Espanyol, only Mindanao is not under the power of the Spaniards because lumaban sila. So hindi sila nagpatinag because ayaw nilang ma-influence. They don't want to be influenced by their religion, which is Christianism. That's why they maintained their culture as well as their religion. And their resistance to colonial influence helped them to preserve their traditions and culture as a Muslim, or it is revolved around the Islam. So now, let's see what are the different topics that we are going to talk about in the Muslim Mindanao. So first we have the attire, fabric, and tapestries, wherein we will see how do they dress and what are the different designs that they made in their fabrics and all. Next, we have the arts and the crafts or the different products that they made that is also part of their traditions and cultures. And lastly, we have the architecture that different structures that is only prominent in their area. So let's start. First, we're going to talk about the attire, fabric, and tapestries that we can see or we can found in the Muslim Mindanao. So the Muslim people of Mindanao are known for their unique clothing and attire. So masasabi natin kakaiba because it's different from our style of clothing. And also, their clothing were made on their own design of fabrics, which is part of their culture that we will going to discuss later. So first, they have the called malong. So malong, it is a colorful cotton tube skirt that can be worn by both men and women. So they always wear this, especially in uh, the tribe people in Mindanao. And aside sa pagsuot sa mga malong or everyday used in as a clothing, so the malong can also be used as a blanket and also as a sunshade and a hammock. So a hammock is a sling made of fabric, rope, or netting. So it's like parang duyan. So pwede siyang gawing duyan. So in the areas of the Muslim Mindanao, weaving is also an expression of culture and identity for the Muslims. So that in Maguindanao, the inaul textile is produced. It is a versatile textile that can be used in making malong, skirts, trousers, tapestries, and garments for royal or formal events. So usually the fabrics of the inaul fabric is colorful and have different patterns that shows the culture or the rich and beautiful culture of the Muslim Mindanao. So now let's move on to the second topic, which is the arts and crafts of the Muslim Mindanao. So the first topic from the arts and the crafts is the designs and patterns. So the artworks from Muslim Mindanao possess a distinctive design, pattern that distinguishes them from other crafts. So kapag nakita yung certain design or patterns na yon, you will identify kaagad na it is from the Muslim Mindanao areas because of the uniqueness and the patterns itself. So let's see. So one of these patterns and designs is called ochre. So ochre is characterized by elaborate leaf and vine patterns. So it is also an exclusive artistic cultural heritage of the Maranaos of Lanao, Philippines. And it is an artistic design of the Maranao native inhabitants of southern Philippines beginning from the early century of the country. So before the ochre is a design or pattern often rendered as a wall painting. And ochre is also classified into two different designs. So first we have the ochre adatu for men and ochre abay for women. So the ochre adatu for men has a curved and spiral designs, while the ochre abay for women has a geometrical patterns. So, a design from Muslim Mindanao is called the Naga motif, which takes the form of a serpent or a dragon. So, the Maranao Naga figure is described as a sea serpent. So that's why, as you can see in the picture, it has like different patterns, spirals, and it has a shape of a dragon. These types of design and patterns mostly found in the Islamic arts and crafts, and usually you can find those in a house as a decoration. So later we will see in the architectures how do they use this Naga motif as a part of their traditions in their houses. So another one is called Sari Manok. So the sarimanok is a mythical bird from the tales of the Maranao people, is also a distinct design from Muslim Mindanao. So the sarimanok word came from the word sari and manok. So when we say sari means cloth or garment, which is generally of assorted colors. That's why when you see pictures of sari manok, they have different colors. And also the manok, which makes a part of its name as a Philippine word for chicken. And also sari manok characterized with highly colored wings, feathered tail, and head adorned with scroll, leaf, and spiral motif. So hindi po mawawala yung mga designs na meron na yung mga designs na part ng culture nila. Like yung meron kanina sa Naga motif and the Okir. And also, the sari manok is usually depicted with two fishes, one on its beak o yung dun sa bibig niya, and another one is under its talon o yung sa mga paa niya. So it is believed that the fish in its beak or yung sa bibig represent a message to be delivered to the Sultan of Lanao. And the fish under its talons, it is his companions. The sari manok is a symbol of good fortune for Muslim people. So for them, it is believed for them to be the messenger of the uh, Sultan of Lanao. And the next part of the design or the arts and the crafts in Muslim Mindanao is the metal crafts. So the people of Muslim Mindanao are popular for producing metal crafts. So it usually made of copper, bronze, silver, or gold. So let's see what are the different products that they make using the metal. So one of the example of the metal crafts in Muslim Mindanao is called Kris. So Kris is a dagger from Maguindanao and it symbolizes one's status and rank in society. So ibig sabihin, if you have that, you are in the highest rank in the area or in the Maguindanao. So it is also believed to be a powerful talisman for protection. So when we say talisman, it is an object that believed to bring good luck or to keep its owner safe from any harm. So kung sa atin tawag din dyan is parang anting-anting na kung saan is pag suot-suot mo is hindi ka daw mapapahamak, you will be safe. And also, as you can see, the blades of the crease is like a wave-like design. So the Maranaos believe that the talismanic power of the crease is more powerful as the number of its waves increase. So kung mas maraming waves, ibig sabihin, mas maraming powers yung meron sa crease na ginawa nila. And its blades are commonly designed with inlaid brass or silver engravings in form of plant motifs or Arabic script. So, hindi pa rin mawawala yung cultural design nila sa lahat ng mga products na meron sila. So, usually meron ng mga um, uh, engravings na may mga spiral motifs like yung kagaya sa ochre and naga. Next one, we have the brass products of the Taguya in Lanao del Sur. So the town of the Taguya in Lanao del Sur is known for producing fine brass products. So when we say brass, it is a metal consisting essentially of copper and zinc. That's why it appears as like color yellow or gold in color. So one example of the products or the brass products in Lanao del Sur is the vases, the cauldrons, and containers. So that is in the picture. So as you can see, kahit yung mga brass products nila is meron pa ring mga designs na part pa rin ng culture nila. Okay, so the spiral motifs like in Naga motif and ochre motif. So the brass products are commonly decorated with ochre motif. So kahit tingnan nyo, yan yung um, vase nila. So meron pa ring mga nakaukit na ochre motifs. So now let's move on to the architecture of the Muslim Mindanao. So pinaka-prominent sa Muslim Mindanao is called mosque or the mosque. So Mindanao is dominantly inhabited by the Muslim. That's why uh, it's also you can also see a lot of mosque in their area. So instead of the traditional Catholic churches found in the parts of the country, the religious structure commonly seen in the island is the mosque, which is also known as masjid and serves as the main structure where the Muslim perform their worships and prayers. So, ibig sabihin, katumbas yan ng mga simbahan dito sa Luzon at sa Visayas. So, dito sa Tarlac, meron ding mga, alam ko merong mosque dito sa may San Rafael, which is kung saan dyan dumadayo yung mga Muslim para gawin yung mga religious acts nila to worship and pray to Allah. So as you can see in the picture, the mosque has have a different design of the structure kung ikukumpara natin dun sa mga simbahan dito sa Luzon or dito sa Tarlac City is it's very different. So kung nakikita nyo din dun sa pinakatuktok, so they have like the moon shape which is the symbol of Islam. And it is characterized with a circular shaped dome called Cuba. So ito yung sinasabi na dome shape na Cuba yung tawag, and towers known as minarets. So these are the minarets. So an example of famous mosque in Mindanao is called Sheikh Karim Al Maktoum Mosque. So it is it is considered as the oldest mosque built in the country that can be found in Tawi-Tawi. So it was built in 1380 and it is declared as one of the national treasures in the Philippines. Another example of mosque in the Philippines is called the Golden Mosque. So it is considered naman as the largest mosque in the country that can be found in Cotabato City. So kung yung Sheikh Karim Al Maktoum is the oldest, so the Golden Mosque naman is the largest mosque in Cotabato City or in the Philippines that can be found in Cotabato City. So they called it Golden Mosque because the color of this is dominated by the gold color. So also you have the Cuba or the dome shape style of the mosque and the minarets or the towers of the mosque. So it can accommodate approximately 1,000 worshippers at a time. So it was funded by the Sultan of Brunei and was completed in 2011. So another architectural design from the Muslim Mindanao is called Torogan. So Torogan is a ancestral home of the highest rank title holder in a Muslim village. So ibig sabihin kung sino yung pinakamataas sa kanila in that certain village, siya yung nakatira dyan sa tinatawag na Torogan. So it serves as a symbol of influence and power among the Maranao people. So kapag nakatira ka dyan, means you're powerful, they respect you as a leader or as a powerful um, Muslim people. So the Torogan house is mostly made of wooden materials and has tokod or the huge timber posts to support the floor beams. So hindi siya nakasayad sa lupa. So naka-elevate siya using those tokod or the huge timber post. Also, the Torogan house has panolong or carved beams designed with ochre and naga motifs. So, nilalagyan pa rin nila ng design ng ochre at naga motifs yung kanilang mga bahay as part of their culture. And it also serves na special or importante yung taong nakatira sa isang bahay. Kaya nga powerful or the title holder ang nakatira sa mga Torogan in a Muslim village. Thank you very much for listening, grade 7. I hope you've learned different types of culture and tradition that the Muslim Mindanao has. So next week, we're going to talk about the non-Muslim part of the Mindanao. So answer the drills that is attached in this lesson package and we'll see you next week. Bye!